everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And my name is Miss Mookie. So today's video is going to be about 5 red flags in a friend. Everything written down just to make sure I do not miss anything, because this is something that helped me from other creators to basically cut people out of my life that did not need to be in my life. Let's get into the video. Basically, these red flags are going to be things that I've experienced myself, or things that I've seen other people experience or heard about other people experiencing, and I'm just going to share my insight on these red flags. So starting the video off is going to be, wait, before I get into all of that, I know you guys heard of the saying, friends of a feather flock together. And I used to think like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, my friends do their own thing, I do my own thing. No. If your friends are doing toxic things and have toxic behaviors and are just doing the outright most craziest things like you've ever seen, and you're just like, oh, I'm here for the ride. Oh, I'm gonna let them do them, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. No, you're wrong. Please ignore me now. Okay, I'm gonna just put that out there, just ignore it, okay? I know you guys see it. People operate on different frequencies. So when your friends are on this toxic frequency, and you're up here and you're thinking you're up here, no, when you're around these people that are down here, you're going to eventually slide on down to their frequency that they're on, and vice versa. If you're around people that are up here and you're down here and they're helping elevate you to that frequency, you guys are going to be, you know, on the same frequency. You see? So birds of a feather do flock together. Like, trust me, if your friends are doing those things, those are eventually going to rub off on you. And that's why that saying is so important. So keep in mind the people that you are keeping around you, and it's okay to be around people who are at higher frequency of you, as long as you're not exhibiting toxic behaviors. So and I think it's really good to be around people that are on a higher level than you, because if you're continuing to grow, you're eventually going to get up there and they are going to teach you things. And then people that tend to be on higher frequencies are always looking for ways to elevate themselves. So as you grow, they're going to grow, and as they grow, you're going to grow. You get it? And the people around you that you have in your life are actually going to hold mirrors up to you to show you who you truly are, what you should accept and what you shouldn't accept. I wholeheartedly believe that everything that we experience in life, in this life that we are living now, people are going to hold mirrors up to us to show us who we are. So we may not think, oh, this person is that way, but it doesn't have anything to do with me. We may think that way, but you actually are exhibiting those behaviors in some way, shape, or form. And also, we have gone through things in our life before meeting certain people, and a lot of behaviors are normalized before we meet these people. So when we meet these people, we're like, oh, la-di-da, like it's normal behavior to us, because certain bad things were normalized to us. So it's going to be like, okay, this person is like, oh, they're a breath of fresh air, or, oh, I like this person for some reason. No. People are holding up mirrors to you, and it's your job to look within and see what you need to heal. And also, a tool to use is write down what you don't like about somebody that you're, having doubts about, or you're just not sure about this person. Write these things down. Like, get a journal, go to the dollar store or whatever, find a little journal and write these things down, because these may be things that you need to heal within yourself. And shadow work, talk therapy are great things to, get to heal from these things and unlearn certain behaviors. So get a journal, write these things down. I promise you it will help, because I've done this in shadow work, and it helps me to eliminate people or habits from my life that I don't necessarily need to hang on to anymore. And also, when you are experiencing different friendships and you're noticing that these people are just not, you're not in alignment with people anymore, it's okay to outgrow people. This happens on a day-to-day basis for literally everybody. If you're, working on your growth and continuing to grow, you're just not going to be in alignment with certain people anymore, and that's okay. But what's important is you don't stay stagnant. There is a thing that people do where they demote their friends, say, you have a best friend and you're just not in alignment with them anymore, it's okay to demote that person. You can be acquaintances or, you know, close friends, but you're not necessarily where you need to be. And that's just outgrowing people. And that's a normal thing, because as we change, the things around us change. Because like I said before, we are what we put out there. The world is our mirror, pretty much. You're gonna outgrow your friends. And sometimes you're not going to see the red flags that they have now, because your mindset back then didn't see these as red flags. And I think these self-help videos that a lot of people are pushing on YouTube tend to help us focus, you know, give us tunnel vision. That trait is not something that's, you know, healthy or good. It's not something that a good friend should exhibit, you know. So it's okay to outgrow people, and it's okay if you didn't notice the red flags before. It's all part of growing, and the important thing is that you are noticing red flags now. And the next thing to do is just make a decision on what you should do after seeing these red flags. And a lot of people will put on masks, especially early on in a friendship or a relationship. And I bring up relationships because you do have to form a friendship first before even getting into a relationship when you are dating somebody. So forming a friendship is very important. So whether you're dating or just having a platonic friendship with somebody, people will put on masks. Not everybody, but people will put on masks to hide who they truly are, because they know they're not a good person, or they know these things. Once they start showing who they truly are, it scares people. It sends people running to the hills. Like, they're like, I have to hide this so I can get this person attached to me, so that way they're gonna find it harder to leave me, rather than fixing themselves. It's crazy. So the first topic that I'm going to talk about is the deeply insecure girl. They tend to shame others, criticize others, or shame themselves or criticize themselves. So what this looks like is it's just self-deprivation. They'll make jokes about the way they look, or they're always just constantly talking about the way they look, and it's just negative energy. They're just spewing out negative energy, and it's so exhausting to be around if you've ever been around somebody like this. And it's funny first couple of times, but it's like the joke that keeps ongoing. Like, okay girl, when does it stop? Like, can you please be quiet? Like, I don't care that you don't like your body. Like, I like my body. So to hear you keep saying this, it's just like, all right girl, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Like, when I realized that I didn't like when people, you know, talk badly about themselves, is she's just fishing for a compliment. She wants me to tell her her outfit looks good. No, these people really don't like themselves. And you have to be careful with the people that do not like themselves, because they're not going to like you. They're going to be in secret competition with you. They're not going to be happy for you. They're not going to be supportive of you. So you have to be careful around people that do not like themselves. And people talking about themselves badly is a telltale sign that they do not like themselves. Now, there are other things that will show you and tell you that the person doesn't like themselves. But them saying, oh, I don't like this about me, I don't like that, oh my gosh, I look like this, da 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 da, like, they do not like themselves, and they're not gonna like you. Like I said, they're not gonna be happy for you. So if you share something with them, be careful of that too, because they'll there's a chemical release in our body, in our brain, that I think is serotonin or whatever. I saw it on TikTok, but it's released in our brain when somebody doesn't, you know, when something bad happens to somebody else, because it normalizes in our mind that, oh, this person isn't perfect, even though we've, like, say if somebody is placing you on a pedestal, an insecure person will place you on a pedestal 9 times out of 10, and then when they see you not getting what you've been shooting for, they're like, oh my gosh, this person is normal, this person is just like me, they don't get everything that they want, da 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 da. And people will wish bad on you. And if you believe in evil eye, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't want to be around that. So another thing that these insecure people will do is they will project their insecurities onto you, unfortunately. So like I said, they don't like something about themselves, they're going to let you know that they don't like you. And then projection is such a big thing. It's like the tiniest little thing that somebody doesn't like within themselves, they won't say it outright. Instead, they'll point it out on you. Oh, I don't like this about myself, and I see it in you, so I'm gonna tell you I don't like it, but I'm gonna say it so that it doesn't seem like I'm the insecure one. I'm just gonna try to make you insecure so you can be more like me. It's ridiculous. Like I said, they're gonna be in competition with you. So the littlest things can offset them, make them negative. And it's just like, I don't know about you guys, but I pick up on negative energy like that. And so when somebody is like in a bad mood or they're not happy, I pick up on that. But when they're in competition with you and they're, I guess in their head they're making it like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this and that so I can seem like I'm on their level or better than them. And when they see that they're not on your level or better than you, that's when they get upset. And you'll also want to watch out for the people that do not seem insecure. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, pick at every little thing about a person until you know, find out that they are insecure, because everybody does have some type of insecurity that comes along with them. But I'm talking about the deeply insecure people for this topic. But there are going to be people, like I said, they put on masks and they pretend to love themselves. So you just have to be wary that people will wear a mask and pretend that they love themselves, but they'll slip up. Everything that happens in the dark will come to light. So you will have people that will start to, you know, make it just seem like they like themselves. People will study you and see what you like and dislike and won't tolerate, and you know, they'll go along with your boundaries and whatnot. You'll start to see people slip up, and then unfortunately this did happen to me. I noticed that just later on in the friendship, they started just nitpicking at people. When we go on Instagram and she's talking about a certain person, I'm just like, why are you doing that? Insecurities are showing. Ties into the next topic, the next type of red flag from a person, from a friend. But they have trouble being alone. They don't like sitting with themselves. I'm not gonna, you know, go into a deep dive as to why this person is like this. I try not to do that. But I don't need to rationalize why this person is acting like this. I just noticed that this is something that I do not like, and I need to go the other way, okay? And this just goes back into the secret competition. And they just notice every little thing about you. And it's okay for people to notice things about you and get inspired by them, but once you start comparing yourself to me and trying to figure out why you're not getting the things that I am, we all have different life paths. So it's not logical to think that you're going to get the same thing as me just because you want it. You have to want it for yourself because you actually want it for yourself, not because you see me have it. So you can't be in competition with somebody and think that, oh, since I'm friends with them, I'm gonna get exactly what they have. No, you have no idea what I've gone through in my life. We all have different life paths. The next red flag in a friend is the pick-me show. I have stories for days with pick-me shows. Not necessarily for all pick-me shows, but this is what I've come to terms with on just based on my beliefs, is that pick-me shows tend to be party girls. And I would meet a lot of friends, you know, that like to party, want to go hang out on the weekend, just let their hair down after a long work week, whatever the reason may be. I go out to party just to have fun. Yeah, the attention is nice that I receive, but I like to go out and have fun, okay? Be drunk and just act a fool, okay? No. The Pygmecia, she's gonna be the party girl who goes out on a mission. And the Pygmecia is going to be somebody who needs that male validation a lot more than the average person. They are in constant need of male validation, and it is very exhausting to deal with, because they're going to want to go out with you solely for the purpose of getting male validation, getting male attention. And it's just like, oh, okay, so you don't want to actually hang out with me, you just need me by your side to be your wingman. Got it. And then that Pygmecia, she's only gonna want to be around you when the guy's around, unfortunately. So you guys want to hang out, go to dinner, have fun. You guys may do that. A Pygmecia is capable of doing that. But the topics you guys talk about, just pay attention to the topics you talk about and how often guys are being brought up. Because all she's interested is talking about guys. You don't have anything else going on in your life? Seriously? It's all about guys? Okay. The Pygmecia, the boy crazy, the male attention seeker, like, you want to be careful of these people, because they will put that need for male validation above your friendship. Your friendship is here, that male validation is all the way up here, okay? They are going to put that need for male validation, that male attention, way above it. So they will end up leaving you to go with a guy, They will just go out to go get that guy. And then say, for instance, you didn't like something that a guy did. They're gonna put that his feelings above yours, even though you're supposed to be the friend. So what that looks like is gaslighting. Oh, that didn't really happen. Are you sure? Da da da. You're being dramatic. Like, they will put a guy's feelings, who they haven't even talked to about a certain situation, they will put it above what you're saying. So just be wary of that. They are going to, the friendship that you guys have or you think you have is not going to be as important as that male validation, I promise you. And they tend to be in toxic relationships as well. If they are in relationships, they, like I said, will choose the guy over you. So they are going to put their if they have a significant other, they're going to put that significant other's needs before yours. They're only going to hang out with you when it's convenient for them, aka when their significant other is doing something else. Pygmishas can be insecure for whatever reasons, but they will like to have pretty women around them to elevate their status, to make it look like, you know, they're a woman of certain status. So they like to, because pretty women do receive attention, so they're going to want that attention around them as well. So they need other beautiful women around them. So if you're a beautiful woman who's a bit naive, just be wary of that. The third red flag that I want to talk about, the stagnant friend. This is somebody who doesn't have any priorities or has really bad priorities. Their priorities are messed all the way up. They are not too concerned about self-growth, healing their past traumas, or unlearning toxic behaviors. This is a stagnant friend. So they don't do things to better themselves. They don't do shadow work. They don't go to talk therapy, you know, watch self-help videos. Like, there's so much out here to better yourself, especially in this day and age where we have so much technology at the tip of our fingers. Why are you not trying to better yourself? That itself is a problem. But these people that are stagnant and they're not trying to better themselves, they're going to eventually see you as a problem, especially if you have high standards. They're going to get offended by your high standards. Trust me, they will get offended by your high standards because they know that their standards are no way near yours. And so they're going to start to say, to themselves, like, oh, she thinks she's better than me. She thinks she's so much better. Like, she has this and that. She thinks like I'm not on her level. They're going to start downing themselves, but they're going to turn it and flip it on you as if you're the bad person for wanting more for yourself. Stagnant friend, they're, like I said, they're not gonna have any priorities or bad priorities. So the things that they want in life are just going to be all over the place. Like, they have it's like they're not on a path to go anywhere. They just want to stay right where they're at. They're comfortable. It's like they're going to be people that are not really too concerned about growing up and maturing. So these are going to be the people at a very much older age, making friends with younger people, or even guys dating younger people because they are comfortable with the mindset of the younger person because they refuse to grow up and they refuse to mature. They also lack accountability, so don't bring anything to them because they're not going to say, oh, you know what, I was wrong. Oh, you know what, I did that. Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing like that. They're not going to take accountability for their actions whatsoever because they are comfortable where they're at. This person, it's just not a good look. Like, they are comfortable where they're at. And if you're comfortable where you're at, that's fine. But don't try to down somebody who's not comfortable where they're at, you know? So if you're okay with having friends like that and keep that friend in a certain category and keep any of these friends in a certain category, that's fine. That's on you because, like I said before, everybody has their own life to live. Everybody has their own life path. So if you feel like if those are people that you do want to keep around, I don't recommend it. But if you do want to keep these people around, just have a certain category for them at least. And the fourth red flag in a friend is going to be the flaky friend. This person, it's not to say like people don't have things going on in their lives and you know, things come up, but when this person displays this flakiness on a on a regular basis, that's when it becomes a problem, because you're showing me that you're unreliable. And what need do I have for somebody in my life that's unreliable? Let's be real. What need do we have for people that are unreliable? Oh wait. And when I say flaky, I don't mean somebody who's like, oh, this came up, I'm sorry, can we reschedule? I don't know if I can make it, can we reschedule? If they're rescheduling, I don't see that as flaky, and I don't count that as canceling. People have things going on in their lives that we don't know about, and then we may know something about it, but 9 times out of 10, something can happen. Like, I get a flat tire, oh my gosh, I'm just having a bad day, and then it's just like things on top of things. Like, everybody has things going on in their life. So if you make an effort to reschedule, I don't even count that as canceling. It's okay if you as long as you reschedule it, or there's hope for us to do this at a later time. I'm talking about the people that outright flake on you and do not even bother saying anything. That's the type of friend I'm talking about, because that's not a friend. Like, all right, it's one thing to cancel, but for you to not show up and just straight up flake, that is a flaky friend. You don't take accountability for, wasting my time or being inconsiderate of my time. You don't bother to cancel. Let me know you have something going on. That's a flaky friend. That's what I mean by a flaky friend. So, like I said, they don't bother to cancel. They do not bother to apologize because they did not bother to cancel. So obviously they don't see a problem with what they just did, because to them it's not a problem. And people like this, they don't see it as a problem, because 9 times out of 10 they've already normalized this behavior by the people that they have been or are dealing with in their life. So 9 times out of 10, flaky people are okay with being flaky because that's what they're experiencing as well. So they're like, oh, this person does it to me all the time, so if I do it, it's okay. Not saying that's the thought process for everybody, but that tends to be the case. Like I said, flaky person is unreliable. I have no need, no room in my life for unreliable people. I just don't. Why can't you do what you said you're gonna do? I don't get it. I don't respect it. I don't like it, because you're not being considerate of my time. You're being rude. You're just outright being rude. Like I said, they're not going to see a problem with this. 9 times out of 10, they've already normalized this behavior in their life. Maybe early on in life, maybe now. Who knows? It's not my problem to figure it out. I just know I don't like unreliable people who are flaky and don't bother to cancel or reschedule. I really think someone who is flaky is unreliable, and unreliableness is a red flag. And the last red flag in a friend is the drama junkie. This person, they're always getting caught up in a fight or a drama. And let me tell you, I love the drama junkie because it's like they get a fix on drama. Like, this person is so bored in their life that they need something to spice it up, and that drama is going to be that something that spices it up, unfortunately. And I honestly feel bad for people like this, because they're not truly happy. And that's really sad, because it's like you can only be happy, or, let me not say that, because there are things that happen in people's lives that make them drama junkies. So say like childhood trauma, you grew up in a chaotic home. A lot of the time you look for that chaos later on in life because that's what you're used to. That's what was normalized at an early age. But I still feel bad for these people. But I mean, they're not my type of people to be around. So I can feel bad for them all I want, but I'm not gonna, befriend somebody who's a drama junkie. So, like I said, they're always going to find a way to get caught up in drama. And this is the most unattractive thing. I swear to God, like, I literally, like, drama's here, I'm like, okay, nah, I'm not dealing. Like, I stay clear of drama. I do not do drama. Like, that is just, I don't need that. I have so much going on. You think I want to waste my time worried about what you're doing that you literally could have avoided by all means necessary? Little means, You could have avoided that situation, and you're telling me you went head on into that situation? Nah. I'm good. No. So these type of people, they are going to lack accountability. If you notice, all of these red flags tend to be people that lack accountability. People who exhibit these red flags are not self-aware. So we're just in the video right there. Self-awareness, that's all you need. If they lack it, that's a red flag, okay? So this person, since they are a drama junkie, they are going to gossip a lot. Like, that's all they want to do. It's just going to consist of trauma dumping. And oh my God, I don't know about you guys, but I cannot do trauma dumping every day. It's like, when people trauma dump, it's okay. Like, I'm a good friend. I can handle the trauma dumping, but not every day we speak. And then you're not even asking me how I'm doing. Nah, cut the mic. Like, no. What? We're not doing that. No, you need to ask me how I'm doing. You're on my phone. I mean, you're taking up my time. Like, I'm spending my time listening to you, and you can't even ask me how I'm doing. But you want to sit here on the phone and tell me how you're doing and be like, okay, bye. I'll talk to you later. No, you won't be talking to me later, because all you're gonna do is just fill me in on shit that doesn't have to do with me. Like, what? No. So, like I said, they're gonna be big gossipers because it's drama. So they're gonna talk about other people, and they're gonna talk badly about other people. And to be around that type of negative energy, that is going to eventually rub off on you, and you're going to become a gossiper as well. So you're going to be talking badly about people. You're going to go for toxic relationships. And I swear to God, this one girl, I swear to God, she just got into toxic shit just so she could have something to talk about. Just so she could have something to talk about. I'm like, okay. And then that, for me, I mean, it was, I could have ended it a lot sooner than I did, but I was just like, still trying to wrap my head around why we were talking about this shit every day. And it would be the same situation. And I'm just like, maybe she's doing this so she can have entertainment in her life, but that's what a drama junkie does. Like, they just do toxic things to have something to talk about so they can have entertainment. Like, this is television. No, baby. Like, I have goals in life. I want to do something. Like, I don't want to pretend like I'm watching TV, listening to these crazy ass stories on the phone. What? No. No. So that is it for this video, you guys. Let me know, because I really want to do a 5 green flags. It doesn't really have a ring to it. 5 green flags in a friend, or just green flags in a friend, because we talk about on our noticing these red flags in people, but we want to also appreciate the good in people as well. Not to say the good outweighs the bad, because 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be. I mean, like, if we're noticing these red flags that I pointed out, that person has a lot to work on, and it's not your friendship, because they're not going to be concerned about your friendship at the end of the day. But yeah, I want to do a green flag in friends. So let me know what you guys think. List your comments down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. It's not that I don't want